Yep.
Okay, so
So,
do you want to tell me about? Let's talk about the first time you had a Steinway piano.
when I had, do you want the pictures of us? My God, with Henry Steinway?
Well, we'll put that in later. But why don't you talk about when you were a kid, the first time you found one of those pianos or got to play on one?
Oh, if you considering kid, teenager. I don't think so. I was a kid. I was entering conservatory. Yep. I was graduating, by the way, on a Steinway. They've got two brand new one. That was a beauty. And they had such a wonderful cover. 9 feet. Yep. Perfect. What else do you want to ask me?
Tell me about why they're such good instruments.
Well, why they are such a good instrument? You have to ask those who make those instruments. I'm not technician, but they are marvelous instruments. I love the action. I love the sound. You know, they're all different, of course, but in general, you cannot compare Steinway to anything. If you will compare to the German, Bechsteins were pretty good. I never tried Bechsteins after the World War II, new ones, and but Blutners, Beckers, all those, even French pianos, Pleyel, it's horrible pianos, horrible. Yamaha, I'm sorry, it's a disgrace, I think. I'm sorry, no offense to Yamaha and Kwai and Schmai, no.
Can you tell me a little bit about your first and only trip to Steinway and meeting Henry Steinway?
I never will forget that trip. That's a part of American history, yes. I never will forget that one.
How did that happen?
How did that happen? Thanks to you. Thanks to the school, and especially to, what's your name? Menendorka. Yes, that's wonderful. Thank you for reminding me. That was very interesting trip. This time I was trying to get some help to something because we desperately need a piano. We have a Steinway, but that Steinway, it's so old. I think it's older than I am. And even if it's not, somebody touched that piano with unholy hands. Never was the same. It was a pretty good piano, by the way, without joke. But I was so lucky, I'm serious, to see a part of history of this piano. Last of Mohicans, my God, Henry Steinway. And man was 93, I didn't know he was 93 years old. And I never was expecting, he was such an approachable, wonderful, nice soul. Yep. And when we made the picture, you didn't hear what he said, don't you? But he offered me to sit on his lap, and I whispered on his, maybe we should call first paramedics. Yep. When we went there, what? It was what? Early spring? It was in April somewhere. I think I do remember. Yep. I would consider this a successful trip. For me, it was very interesting. Yes, to be a part of the...
feel about when you read his obituary?
Oh, God. Brought me to the tears. I'm serious because, certain people shouldn't die. They should be immortal. But they think his immortality and what in his family, what I was making, those wonderful, we all have our, how can I say, roles in the life. That's not a role, we're not actors. Destiny. And they left, how can I, in Russian that's оставили след в истории. They left, how to say, in the history, what would you say?
Their mark on history?
That's right. That's all. Steinway pianos. Irreplaceable. That's it. Yep.